Okay, I made this video to demonstrate how to change the damaged screen of the Sony Alpha A77. It's the same screen also used in the A67 and the A57. So now we are removing the 4 screws at the bottom of the LCD assembly. I got the instructions from a user on Flickr. I will type the links below. And there is also a diagram which I am following while I am working. So after removing the 4 screens, the second step of this assembly is to gently and carefully separate the back, which is number 101 in the diagram of the LCD assembly, starting at the bottom edge. So I'm using my nails, it's already removed, and going upwards, so the back cover is out. Now I'm just checking here to see if the new screen I bought is the same size and same cable as the old one. It matches. So I'm removing this silver cable, multi-cable connector. This is step number 3. If you follow the instructions on Flickr, which I'll type below. Now the LCD is step number 4. LCD is removed, the LCD assembly, so we can work on it separately. And we will put the camera aside and work on the LCD assembly. So this is the assembly, and there are several cables that we have to remove. This one is for the light sensor. I am just pulling it out. Light sensor ribbon cable 103. We are removing it from the circuit board, which is number 108. I'm just pulling it. Okay. Now we need to push the LCD panel through slots on the back of the assembly. So I tried to push, but apparently it was quite hard. Then I found 4 small holes on the 4 corners of the plastic bag, and I pushed from there. It's easier to start from one corner. The matches that I tried to use were too thick, so I used toothpick to push it. It is almost removed, but it was held in place by a double-sided sticky copper earthing gasket number 107, and this is apparently for earthing, and we should take care while removing it because we will need to use it again. In the instructions they say that there is a magnet, and I saw the magnet in the plastic part when we removed the screen between this metallic part and the plastic part, but that can fall, but it didn't fall in my case, so everything was in its place. So I am trying to remove this copper. Oh, before the copper I also removed using the electric circuit board, which is fixed on the back of the screen by double-sided tape. So I use the cutter for that. This is the circuit board 108 that we are removing of the aluminium backplate. It's stuck with a strong double-sided tape. Then we are pulling the ribbon cable from the LCD panel out of its connector on the circuit board, which is number 108. That cable, also flat cable, is removed now. So my damaged screen is completely separated. I can put it on one side and start working on the new screen that I ordered from eBay. I bought it from the same vendor that was recommended by the Flickr user who put the instructions online. So this assembly is done. We are reassembling it, reassembling now using the new screen. So now I am connecting that ribbon connector to the circuit board. It's easier to connect this way before it is stuck at the back of the screen. Comparing the new one and the old one, and now I'm a little bit confused because this wasn't mentioned in the instructions. There is this white rectangular paper stuck on that other ribbon cable, and my new screen didn't come with this paper, and apparently it's important because it is covering two metal connectors and they will be lying and touching the metal back of the screen, and they can be shorted by this metal back. So this, instead of using a new sticker, we are removing the sticker from the old screen to use it on the new screen. This is to prevent the two metallic connectors from being shorted on the back of the metallic LCD screen. Okay, the sticker is removed now. We will put it on the connector of the new screen. There are two connectors there, which are metallic and opened. Okay, this will prevent them from touching the metallic back of the LCD screen. Now, before fixing it with the old double-sided tape, I'm just looking to see if, I'm using this plastic as a template to adjust the position of the electric circuit board so that it will be exactly in its right place. Okay, so the circuit board is now put exactly in this rectangular empty space in inside that plastic bag. Now we are removing, yes, the copper double-sided sticky copper earthing gasket. Apparently it's important, and we will remove it from the old screen and put it on the new screen. And we need to do it carefully because it's fragile and it can be broken. And it's not, apparently it's not just a tape, it's a copper conductor, so we must not break it. I had printed the instructions and the LCD section diagram from the Flickr page of the Sony Alpha users group. I'll be typing the link below so you can go and have the instructions with this video to be more confident while you are working. Okay, I am trying to fit it on the new screen on the edge. Okay, now putting the plastic part on it and pressing. Now this is the ambient light sensor cable coming from that white ambient light sensor plastic part at the corner, and I'm using these pliers to put it in place. It is in place now. The connector is connected, and now the sensor side is put in place. So I'm bringing the camera back again. It will be mounted back on the camera. There is a metallic part which goes between the two plastic parts at the bottom of the screen assembly. Unfortunately, it's not shown in the video. It's not clear in the video. But it's quite straightforward, and there is only one way that it can go. It is already put in place, as you can see. And this is the silver metallic connector that we removed. Now we have to push it back in place. So I'll be pushing it with my finger. And it's almost done. Before covering it, I am checking. Oh, it's working. See, no problem. My old screen was cracked and 1/3 of the screen was blackened. So I'm covering it, starting from above. First, I'm inserting the above part first, then the below part. And there are the 4 screws at the bottom part of it, so I'm putting back the 4 screws at the bottom of the assembly. We are just reversing the disassembly steps. So everything is almost done. A final test, we need a lens to see if we will have the picture on the LCD. And yes, we have a picture. So everything is fine. And there is this protection on the screen which I removed. Okay, I don't need the protection now.